Hello guys, welcome to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, and today you're gonna witness the rise of a new hero. A common boy who grew up in the sands of Aserai, with the dream of becoming the greatest warrior and the greatest king in the history of Calradia. So ladies and gentlemen, meet Kaka, an Aserai boy who belongs to the family of Banu Kekul. Now, in order to fulfill his dream of becoming the greatest warrior, Kaka needed to build up an army full of loyal, skilled, and well-equipped soldiers. So the 20-year-old boy started looking for people in the nearby villages who were craving for an adventurous life. In the process of recruiting men in his army, Kaka stumbled upon an Aserai lord, so he thought that was the perfect time to ask him for any work. But the lord basically called him a peasant and told him to get going. After recruiting a total of 8 men in his army, it was time to give them some experience, so he decided to hit the battlefield against these looters. It was going to be his first battle, and he had to win it to boost up the morale. So he told his men to go ooga booga on the enemy and pulled his weapon out. And just like that, he won his first ever battle. He also lost 3 of his men in the battle, but it was a sacrifice that he was willing to make. At this point, Kaka needed money, because he had to keep the purses and bellies of his soldiers full. And the best way to get money and experience for him right now was to hunt down small bands of looters and sell their loot. But while he was trying to chase down the small band of looters, he actually got led into a trap and got ambushed by 15 more looters.
We're not playing games.
So he had to be wise about it and fulfill their demands. That was unfortunate for him, but it was just the beginning. Soon after that incident, he met more looters and found an opportunity to redeem himself. And this time, it wasn't even close. But because of that, he got overly confident and decided to take on a much stronger group of enemies. Because he was outnumbered, he had to be a little tactical. He saw that the enemy horsemen were about to crash in. He decided to stay defensive and deal with them first. Even though he had dealt with their cavalry, their infantry was still a huge threat, because Kaka's infantry were just a bunch of recruits with no experience at all. And in the blink of an eye, he had no infantry left. Kaka tried to utilize his horse advantage, but it was not going to be enough. And just like that, he lost his first battle and was taken prisoner by the looters. After escaping from their captivity, he was so disappointed for losing to a bunch of filthy brigands that he decided to heal up his wound and went right back to take his revenge. And this time, he was all by himself. He was almost dead and it was not looking good for him. But now he had to go all in. And just like that, he was able to kill all of those brigands all by himself. After that huge victory, he actually felt like a god. So he decided to participate in a tournament and got humbled in no time. Kaka was still short on money, so he went back to hunting down the looters. Kaka also met this guy who told him that he would pay him if he could take down 2 groups of bandits for him. Because of all those battles, his army was starting to look quite decent, so he decided to not stop and keep going, just to lose all of his men again. And finally, Kaka also fell. But one of his horsemen was able to finish them off and save the battle. He got a lot of loot from that battle and he was about to become rich. So he continued on with the process of recruitment, running different errands, killing, upgrading his units, more recruitment, and he also found a companion. He kept on doing all that stuff on repeat and was already getting famous in the land of Calradia. And he finally got hired by the Sturgian Empire as a mercenary in their war against the Northern Empire. But right now, he was not strong enough to be fighting on that level, so he kept his focus on building his army first before doing anything stupid, and kept hunting for looters and bandits. He also looked after the caravans owned by the rich merchants to keep them safe from any looters or brigands for a price. He was turning out to be quite a decent leader of men in the battlefield. But till now, he has just been fighting a bunch of looters and bandits, so he was still quite not ready to face any professional armies at all. So he decided to join another tournament. And he was one round away from winning his first ever tournament. After winning that tournament, he kept on hiring more and more soldiers to his army and fought some looters as well on the way. And at this point, his army was starting to look quite big and scary. So he thought maybe he could consider fighting some stronger enemies now. But guess what? He's gonna do that in the next episode. So leave a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care and bye.